What's going on, guys? T-Mart here, and today I wanted to talk about what I think are going to be two of the most important, most useful perks in Advanced Warfare. Now, granted, I've only played like probably an hour or two of gameplay in this game, and not everybody has gotten their hands on it, so we don't know, what kind of strategies and combinations and stuff people are going to put together. They're just two perks that have really stood out to me up until this point that I think are almost must-haves, and I want to let you guys know about them just so I can get your guys' opinion, as well as, keep it in the back of your mind to maybe think about using once this game comes out here in a couple of weeks. So the first perk that I think is by far the most important perk in this game, hands down, bar none, not even close to anything else, is Blast Suppressor. So you can see it right here. It says, don't show on minimap when using exo movements. This is so important because Advanced Warfare is literally all about your exo movements. Just to move around the map, just to get up to second story levels, you're gonna have to double jump. Sometimes you're gonna have to double jump and then forward sprint. So you're literally always gonna be using this just to move around the map, not to mention trying to dodge enemies by side jumping, back jumping, diving down to the ground to stomp on top of them, all kinds of stuff. You are literally always using your exo movements. So this perk is always gonna be in your favor. If you didn't have this perk on, it'd be pretty much like the enemy team had a constant UAV on you. They could constantly see where you were. That's how much you use your exo movement. So I think that's bar none, the best perk because it's constantly working for you. For example, Toughness only works when an enemy's shooting at you. Scavenger only works when you're picking up ammunition. Hardline only works when you're building up a kill streak. Blast Suppressor is literally always going to be working with you, which is why I think it's the most important perk in the game. Now, next up, we've got Peripherals. This is the second most important perk in my eyes. I'm waiting to see just how good it is, but I think it's going to be pretty good. So you can see here it says, increases minimap coverage, take out enemies without displaying death icons. So the second kind of attribute there, the taking out enemies without displaying death icons, that's a nice bonus, but that's not what I'm excited about. Increasing the minimap coverage is what I think is going to be the best, and it kind of goes hand in hand with the previous perk we were talking about, Blast Suppressor. I don't think a lot of people are going to use Blast Suppressor, especially during the first few days or even first few weeks of the game. So if you can increase your minimap size, that means you're going to be able to see more of the enemies all over the place around the map showing up because they're using their exo abilities. So I know this is pretty important, and I'm just interested to see how much bigger it is. It could be like 10% bigger, where that kind of makes this perk useless, but it could be like 25, 30, even 50% bigger. And if that's the case, then that's really going to be a very, very solid perk, especially within the first few days and few weeks of the game. So yeah, there you guys have it. Those are just two perks that have super stood out to me. Everything else, obviously things like Toughness are good, Fast Hand's gonna be good, Gung Ho is gonna be good, all kinds of stuff like that. Low profile for keeping off the radar from UAVs. But I think Blast Suppressor is like the most must-have perk we've ever had in any Call of Duty in the past. And then I also think that Peripherals is going to be pretty important as well. So yeah, there you guys have it. Let me know what you guys are thinking about these two perks. Are there any other perks that you guys have seen that are kind of sticking out to you, and combinations you want to use? If you have any, leave them down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bunch of great Advanced Warfare videos coming soon. Check out one of these two videos if you've seen yet. Peace out, guys.